field, they're going to be hit by 2 or 3 waves, depending on how much CC you guys have. You guys do have a lot of camp pressure with Exterminator. So yes, you can be taking them pre-objective just to start pushing them out. Typically, you want to push out the hard camp first, then go to soft camp. And in the off lane, Thrall versus Artanis, I haven't played that matchup too much. Thrall typically will win the early game just by picking Rolling Thunder. He's going to out-sustain. He has a lot more damage early game either. You guys should be looking to support Thrall in the off lane, just because he's going to be winning the lane, so when they are dueling it out here, Thrall, you need to be vocal about whether or not Artanis can be ganked at the time. It'll maintain control over here, and it'll start splitting the map, making the enemy team decide whether or not they should go top or bot. So definitely pressuring, helping out the top side, and any 2-lane map where the solo lane is just dueling it out in 1v1 lane is very important. And I'll point out some times when you actually can look for that. Overall, the enemy team, yeah, they have Garrosh, you have Johanna. You're going to need to be face taking this, or at least taking the throws, or either preventing Garrosh from getting to the backline to throw. If you just press D, he can still walk past you and just throw someone over you, so you're going to have to CC him so that they can't get to your backline in the first place. Early game, all you're looking for is to stack Jaina passive, so you're taking control over this point. And Johanna, you're going to have to be walking into the waves with your trait to get the globes and the EXP when Jaina clears them with Blizzard. As well, you're trying to prevent Asmo and Zul'jin stacking early game as well, so you don't want to be taking too many early fights, because they will scale if you would let them.
Gotcha.
So early game, you're just trying to soak waves and prevent them from stacking and letting your team scale. Both teams do scale a lot. So late game team fights are probably going to be even, it's just who plays them out better. So yeah, early game, you shouldn't even consider fighting level 1 because you guys get nothing out of it. Jaina and Raynor don't have too much damage to kill Garrosh if he walks up. And if you fight level 1, they're just going to start stacking Zul'jin at such an early level. So you don't even need to fight this at all, just wait for the waves. And especially right here, Jaina, you're going to be walking in just a second. This is extremely risky, just because your tanks over here should traits drop. If anybody has any CC on you, you die right here. This is just extremely risky, you shouldn't even be up here. Especially if that landed. Right here you see 5 bot. As a 4-man, you should communicate to this to your offlane, because you know he's going to have a free first wave if Artanis decides to stay here bot the whole time. You have the decision, top lane, if you want to push in, hard shove in the first wave, or just let the minions clash and just kill each other, essentially just freezing the wave. And you just want to deny them the first wave of EXP here. This will just give you just a bit of an edge in the early game, especially when going into the first objective here. Usually you're around 5.5 to 6 levels of EXP on the first objective. If you stall it out just a bit, you have 7, and then you have control of both top and bot. So this early, just a half a bar, quarter bar of EXP will matter a lot on the first objective, because whoever hits 7 first is going to have control over bot and top.
Gotcha.
This is just resulting of DPS. Positioning wise on DPS, I'd say a general just rule that you should have in your mind is that if there's no one between you and the enemy team, your chances of dying are extremely higher. Especially with a Garrosh, because no one is going to be there to tank the throw. So if you see Johanna not on this, essentially next to you or in front of you, you should not be anywhere near this wave. Right now, you just want to land W on this big clump here, have Johanna walk in with trait, pick up the XP and globe, and just walk out. Or just let the minions crash into your tower and get them there. Because right now, you just want EXP, you don't want to die, you don't want them to stack. That's all you want. Just trade and walk out. That's all you need to do. So. Right here is when you can decide to start taking camps or not.
So at the 1 minute 10?
Yeah, right here, since you got a pick, you can start pushing out camps. Because the objective's not going to spawn. Once you get a camp out, then you get control over the objective. Right here, Jaina backs. Jaina doesn't need a back. You can have Anduin heal her up as they're taking camps. But right now, you should have just went camp straight away, right onto this camp.
Gotcha.
You don't need Joe here. You do go up and help them, but you don't need to go here. You just have Raynor, Anduin, and Jaina take this camp, and you soak this wave bot. Because like right here, you should be soaking this wave right now. It's important for just like what's right about to happen right now. Since this wave isn't being cleared right now, after you take this camp, you guys decide to push onto this point, which is generally just a good idea. But instead, now you have to clear this camp, and it's going to split up your team right here. You decide to go on point. Even if you have any follow-up, you're looking for an engage, your whole entire team's down here clearing the wave. Gotcha. And now you just blow trait, which is really important versus Garrosh. Yeah, and right here, Jaina's over here. Since now this is a 4v4, Jaina's down here, so now a 3v4. You can't push anything here, essentially. What you're looking for is to push on point as a team as 4 while you have the wave cleared, so that they either have to contest on the point or decide to clear the wave, and that just means you get the point.
Mm. So it does just be together when we're doing something, whatever that is.
You should be entering the point as a team all the time. Yeah, right here is just very risky. They could have turned on you at any point and killed you right there. This is the whole thing about entering the point as a team. Jaina's over here. She's not going to have any focus damage over here on any target that you have here.
Right.
If she's up here, you're all focusing the same target. You're all in range for the same target. All meanwhile, top lane, I know I'm probably not going to be focusing on top lane too much just because a lot of the macro happens in the 4-man. You should be vocalizing whether or not you currently have the point, are losing the point, or getting the point. Especially in these trades when you see you're like 100 or 50. You should be communicating that to your team just so that when they have dead time, when they're either like clearing a wave or something, you guys can send one person up and just kill Artanis, control the top lane, force the 4-man bot to split. So that leaves like probably 2 bot, 2 top, and you guys can just push the tower in and have control over this point.
Gotcha.
Who do you think rotates, in your opinion?
It's most likely going to be Raynor.
Okay.
Just because Jaina, while the 3-man is here, you're not going to be taking the point as 3-man. Unless they send 2 top and 2 bot, then you can go for it.
Okay.
You stick Jaina bot because she's the one that can clear waves.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, and either you can go top, you can start clearing out this camp right here as Raynor, you have Exterminator, so you can clear these camps solo, especially with help from Thrall after taking this point. Because right now he won the trade, he's probably going to clear the wave, tap back, or do something. He's not going to go on point again. And like right here, this is essentially just dead time. If you're not looking to go on point or do anything proactive, all you're doing is just sitting here, waiting for waves, like healing back up to full and everything like that. You're not doing anything meaningful on the map right now. While if you send Raynor up here, have Thrall do duo camp this, push in top lane, you know, take control of this point for good, then you're doing something. And I think that's like what you need to do in this game a lot. Games, like Heroes of the Storm games are really quick. They're usually 15 to 20 minutes, which means you have less time to essentially do things. You always need to be doing something proactively on the map. As long as you're like within, as long as you're like not behind.
Right. So when things are more or less even, we should maximize our time.
Exactly. You should be pushing out these camps, because right now you're just soaking. All you need is Johanna and Jaina to soak a wave. You just let the wave push in, you can have the other 2 people doing anything else on the map.
Gotcha.
Hey, if you have any questions, just ask them. I'll be happy to answer them anytime throughout these VOD reviews. Because right now, they're all missing on the map. They could either be on the point, taking their hard camp up here, or trying to gank Thrall. You don't know. And then that's the result of it. They know that you're going to be going down for these globes. You have no idea where they are on the map, which means, general rule again, if you don't know where the enemy team is on the map, expect that they're in every single bush. This will prevent deaths like this, essentially.
Gotcha. So did I not make it in time there? Is that what happened on that one?
Huh?
Did I not make it to the bush in time on that one?
I think you're backing, right? You're backing for mana. Yeah.
You're backing right now. And this is the whole other thing. DPS, you can't face tank bushes. And it's the whole thing about, if you don't know where the enemy team is, they're probably waiting in a bush. 100% of the time, especially with Garrosh. If you're face tanking, you're the first one to get thrown over. If Johanna gets thrown, she can die, but most likely she's not. She's just going to trait and walk out of there. Yeah, what this death does essentially, it just means that you can't do anything on the map for like 30 seconds while Jane's dead. You can't push onto the point 3v4, especially against the Garrosh. This is just dead time. And like I said, with dead time, you could be doing something else. You could probably go top, have Johanna and Win soak the wave when it hits tower, and then start pushing out this camp top.
Got ya.
Yeah, there's no way you get to do this. Right now, yeah. You see them pushing us 4 into this. Now is not the time to do the camp.
Oh.
Especially sending 2 people up. It would make sense if Rainer's the only one to do it, but having the whole entire team go for this camp at the time, while they're 4-man pushing this in bot, it's not worth it. You're gonna see you guys decide to trade this siege camp for a whole entire wall bot. And it's like, this is, yes, it is a good option. Once Jaina dies, you go take the camp. But once you see this, you drop it. And you have to solve this because they just get a free front wall.
Yeah, I think that was my call. That was my bad.
Like, it is a good call at first sight. But once you see them pushing, you have to respond. Yeah, and the whole thing, you can't face tank a Garrosh without Johanna. You just can't step up to them. As soon as you committed to that camp, you committed to losing the wall. Yeah, and you just gotta peel for Jaina there. I know it's hard. Garrosh has Indomitable, but you just have to do everything.
Drop everything on him, okay.
Yeah, because there's no way if you CC the backline, you're getting a kill. You are fighting just to prevent them from getting a kill. Yeah, you can stall this point out. You see that Jane's here, but you need Reyna to come up here right now. Yep, good. Now you just maintain control of this point. You see Zul'jin top lane, which means you should be hard fighting. You should be fighting this bot. You should be pressuring here. Zul'jin's missing, he's probably coming back bot right now. Yeah,
Oh, no.
right there. That just happens again. Jaina, you should back up 100% of the time. If you see your Johanna backing up, you should be backing up as well. You should also be communicating, just in general, where you're positioning.
Yeah, I don't think I said anything as I was backing up for that.
Like, yeah, you need to tell your team, because you are the front line. your lives, or like your DPS lives, like matters where you're positioning. And if you're walking back, you have to tell your whole entire team to walk back as well, because if any one of them gets thrown in, they die. And it's also, you have to be aware yourself as DPS where your tank is positioning, just so that you can position there as well. Because a lot of these kills that are coming and losing these team fights is because you're getting picked. And if you cut the picks down and you just fight even fights, you have a better chance. Yeah. Right now, you have to wait for Johanna before you do anything remotely near this point, because Garrosh will throw you in. Yep. Now you can start pushing onto this point. It's 4. You don't have too much time because you know they took this camp. Yeah. You have to be watching out for this Garrosh. He's just going to be running at the backline 100% of the time. And then you guys have to turn on him as a team. I think right here. Right here, he's running at Anduin. He's just charging. You focus on him 100%. You all turn on him. Right here, I don't think you can fight this anymore. You're at half health.
Okay.
You do, I don't, yeah. You just trade out. You all just walk out. Because once you're at 50% and like your whole entire DPS is back here, they're not in range to follow up on much here. You just have to walk out. Once again, when Johanna dies, you guys can't do anything on this point. And then even taking this camp right here is really risky just because they can walk in at any time and they win it automatically. So right now, you just have to sit and clear waves. You just can't walk up here. You don't get anything here. You just burn trait. Now you guys are just, right? You're losing a lot of control. You're staggering deaths. It's just, you have to play passive against Garrosh when Johanna's down. You can't step over anything. If you have to forgive the fort, that's fine. As long as you guys don't die. Because right now, you guys are just losing a lot. You aren't making proactive plays. This game's a bit hard right now. I don't know a whole lot about what I can say compared to the other games right now. But it's like, you guys are just staggering deaths. You can't make any plays. The only plays you can make is just going top lane and helping out the brawl.
So like right here, so do we even bother to? But that fort is dead.
Yeah, this fort's 100% dead. They're about, like right now, they're gonna get Desert Wave 100%.
Right.
You guys are late to capping this. I don't think you have enough time. You just have to go top, and then just defend the wave. You guys get a good pick there. That's good. This is pretty much what you should have been doing the whole game.
Gotcha.
Like, yes, you should be sending one top, just getting the kill top, splitting the map essentially, because you are not winning this. You guys haven't been winning this 4-man the whole time, which means there's no reason to play the 4-man anymore. you have to be splitting the map. And when I mean by split the map, I mean by either changing it up to like a 2-3, where you have 2 people top and 3 people bottom, and just never have the objective spawn ever, and just start pushing out these and just winning the 2v2s, stalling the 3v3s, and just start pushing structures. Because like right now, you're not winning the 4-man. And when you don't win the 4-man, just don't play the 4-man. And like right now, you just have to clear Zerg waves, send 1 bot, that's fine. You have to rotate very passively because you don't know where they are on the map, that's good. And now there are 2 plays you can make here. You can have people back and help defend this, or you can just clear the wagon and start pushing forward. I don't think that they can take keep here. All they can get is front wall. Yeah, you guys send 1 back. Like, same thing here, you can't walk up forward or Garrett is going to throw you. Right here is risky, your whole entire team is, like, away from you. You get traded off by that. But yeah, now you're back to the state where you can't do much.
Gotcha.
Once Jaina spawns, your game plan is to start pumping out these camps. You should pump out this camp, and then push for top. That's probably the best play right here. Yeah. You guys don't know where they are on the map. And they almost get you. Think how they didn't. They are most likely on this bruiser camp right now. Thrall needs to... This is also probably a good pick right here. If you guys collapse on this. Right now, you're just looking for either to take a team fight. Johanna needs to be in front. If you're looking to enter here, Johanna needs to be up front entering this bush here, and you're fighting on this point. So you need to communicate to Thrall to get down here as fast as possible. Because right now, the whole entire... Everybody's spread out right now. Jane is over here. If you walk forward, you die. Garrosh turns on you, throws you in. So you need to walk back over here with Johanna. And right now, I guess you're just looking at disengage right here.
Yeah.
And you go the long way, which leaves Garrosh open over here. Even though you're CCing the backline, Garrosh has free reign on throwing whoever he wants into the team. He doesn't throw anyone in. He doesn't do too much. Like right here, it's just Jaina has no support because there's no front line for her. Like, yeah, you can't be going into the back line as a tank. You have to be fighting front to back because you have to be protecting your DPS.
Okay.
Right here, I don't think you chase. You guys have no ults. You just maintain control. They're taking this camp. You fight over this camp. Yeah. Good. You clean up. Yep. Now you kill him. Oh.
Oh.
But I do still, you still take this camp right here. Johanna, you don't back yet. You guys just take this. You have Exterminate Arena, you clear pretty fast. Yeah, good half roll, pushing this wave. Yeah, now you want to take it. You can still take it, but this should have been done sooner.
So that was my mistake then. I shouldn't have backed. I should have just asked for the clear.
Yeah, you can back after you clear this. Because right now, you both hit 13s. You're not behind in EXP, which is good. You're even in kills, which is fine. So now you're looking for 5v5 fights right now. All 5 of you should be looking to control 1 point. And then you start sending people off to cap the other point. Yeah, you have 2 people backing right now, so you can't push into anything. This camp kind of just dies for free now. Right here, instead of fighting for this point, you guys should probably all head for 1 point.
Gotcha.
Either top or bot. You shouldn't be engaging on this. Yeah, this fight's good because you know Garrosh is out. Let's rewind that just a bit. Yeah, you see Garrosh top.
I tried to record my audio so you guys can hear my calls and everything, but I messed it up. So, yeah.
I think seeing Garrosh here is very important information. It means that you're for sure fighting a 4v4 at minimum here. The only thing is that Rainer's behind. One thing which could have been a good idea is just burn everything on Kerosene right here. The only thing is that your Jane is not near you to follow up on this. This could have been a really good shield target right here. And you could have just blown up Kerosene before the fight even started. Yeah, right here.
I think
You're just coming short on damage. What happened in this fight? Let's see. Yeah. Zul'jin is just getting free reign on Jaina right here. Jaina is just taking a lot of damage. Unfortunate. He almost gets out. Ooh. Yeah. It's just an unfortunate fight. I do think it was a good fight, but it was just unfortunate.
So that was pretty much then my positioning that killed, right? Because I went for Asmo, but didn't have the follow-up because our DPS was getting zoned due to Zul, right? Well, technically Zul was just hammering.
Yeah, Zul was just hammering away. But one thing is that Ring of Frost is not on cooldown here. You guys should be burning pretty much all your ults on this fight.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know if shield was called. I feel like we should have called that and then I would have light bombed you and then we could have killed. I mean, this fight would have been way different.
Yeah, the main things is that these 2 main cooldowns haven't been used. That's probably why the fight didn't go away. You guys were just missing a bit of damage on the Azmodan. He almost died here. Garrosh is almost dead here. The light bomb just used way too late. You guys just need to burn cooldowns quicker. Like, it's okay to burn cooldowns. Like, if you're blowing your ults in a team fight, that's what you should be doing. The one thing, I don't really like the Ring of Frost pick. I don't think you have enough CC to play it. The only CC that you can keep someone in a Ring of Frost is Chastise. And if you guys didn't know, I know a lot of people don't, Ring of Frost is a literal ring. The center part of the ring has no hitbox.
Yeah, I realized after that I should have went the Elemental against Garrosh.
Yeah, I honestly think Water Elemental is the 100% pick. I never take Ring of Frost. It's just so unreliable.
So,
but right here. Oh yeah, what was?
No, go ahead. No, nothing. I'll ask you later.
You'll see right here. So there's 4 parts to a Zerg wave. There's the Banelings, the Hydralisks, the Ultralisks, and the Broodmothers, essentially. The order you want to kill them, you want to kill the Banelings first. However, you don't want to kill them with yourself. You don't want to tank these Banelings. These Banelings do a crap ton of damage to heroes. You want to kill the Hydralisks, the smaller ones, and then you want to kill the Ultralisks and then the backline. The main thing you want to kill the Banelings is because they do an extreme amount of damage. Enough to kill heroes, essentially.
Exhibit A.
No
Yeah.
one saw that. No one saw that. Like, I'm just gonna walk real quick.
The main thing, you just want to Blizzard it, Cone of Cold them, and then, yeah. If you have to let them hit buildings, let them hit buildings. But Bailings will kill you. And I think this is a big lesson to be learned. Yeah, that just guarantees you lose this keep right here. And they just go for the end of this game. But for the most part,
Really good Q by Nanya there. Saved my life.
yeah. A lot of this, I feel, has to do with draft. I don't think you guys have a very strong team into the enemy team. So you guys were playing at a disadvantage from the start just because of the Garrosh pick. You didn't have too many ways to deal with the Garrosh. Raynor does have good camp clear, which is pretty good for this map because you're going to want to be pumping out these two right here. But he doesn't do any damage to Garrosh. I would say a general replacement for Raynor is just Greymane. Greymane right now can
Yeah,
be
we don't have a
good.
Greymane player, unfortunately.
Yeah, Greymane is a very solid pick. He always
I
has
agree.
been. He does
I
a
always
lot of
ask for
damage.
it, but nobody plays it on our team.
I do.
I play it a little bit.
Yes, you do, but you never want to.
Greymane, I won't lie, Greymane is a very difficult hero.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decision making that you have to make with Greymane. But he does do everything that Raynor does, but better. He deals a lot more damage. He has percent damage. He can pretty much kill backlines by himself. He does the same amount of camp clear as him. I do like the Jaina pick here. Jaina's overall good, just you have to play away from Garrosh. If you
Yeah.
get thrown by Garrosh, you will die. And I do think that picking the 7 Cone of Cold here is risky. Cone of Cold is short range, which means in order for you to get value out of your 7 Cone of Cold here, you have to be stepping up to them. And you just can't do that against this team.
So generally, should I go the Q build instead?
Yes, I generally think that that is the best build. It's the safest build and the best build. Going Frostbolt, Water Elemental. Icy Veins is always picked. It's probably one of the most broken actives in the game. 16, either you go Root or Armor Reduction. I think Armor Reduction would have been good here just because you guys just don't have enough damage.
Okay, and what should I do if I'm having trouble getting the globes? Because a lot of the times I had to go in to get the globes.
I think the whole entire plan of the early game has to be shifted around you getting globes. You just missed a lot of globes because you just couldn't walk into the waves because either Johanna was too low to walk into the wave, or the Johanna just was dead, period.
Is Q build still globes at 1, or is it Q at 1?
It's still globes.
Okay.
Globes is auto take. So you just have to play a lot more passively early game. You have to let the waves come into you. You have to let Johanna save trait so that she can walk into the wave and get the globes for you. And you have to maintain vision to decide whether or not you can actually get this globe right here. And that's mainly how you're going to be stacking the quest. For the most part, not once did any of you go to the top lane to help Thrall out. Obviously, that's just something you guys can learn in future games. Just finding the time to do that, especially if you're going to be playing a passive early game with Johanna and Jaina, just passively soaking these waves, walking up into your tower. You can send Raynor top when you have dead time like those times, and just maintain control over this top point, get the kill on Arcanis, force them to send up a part of their 4-man into the top lane, which allows you to no longer play passively because now it's an equal fight. And I think if you guys do that, you'll have an easier time just like playing in this lane, essentially.
So
But yeah, I think you, yeah.
So real quick, so because we took a Rainer, right? So he's bona fide Asmo as far as the wave is concerned. I think that's why we took him to beef up the waves. But I don't think we were able to utilize that. So what would be another assassin in that role per se, other than Greymane, that we could have used in conjunction with Jaina, that would yield a better engage, a team engage?
Let me pull up the hero pool.
Tychus?
Yeah.
You think
Tychus.
Tychus works or not enough wave clear?
Yeah, Tychus is good on this map. No, Tychus has good wave clear. And you guys don't need to worry about wave clear anymore. Like, going into this draft, Jaina has everything besides consistent damage. She can clear waves by herself. She can clear camps really fast, especially with Frostbolt at 7. Tychus does have wave clear. If you go quarterback and then the W talent at 7, he clears
Poison?
waves by
Okay.
himself. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially Tychus, definitely, he's good on this map because A, you have Odin, which essentially makes your Zerg wave extremely stronger because you siege much harder, and you have the kill potential for Garrosh. So yes, I do think Tychus is a good figure.
He may have been banned. I'm not sure. I don't remember bans, but
I don't know the pick order or bans. I'm assuming Vala is just going to be permadan, 100%.
yeah.
Obviously, if you have first pick and Vala's not banned, you take Vala.
Yeah.
Vala is...
We tried.
Yeah. Yeah, you just lose the game here. That's just unfortunate. But yeah, I do think from the start with draft, you guys were playing behind.
Gotcha.
And I think, yeah, you have to play passive just because you don't have much disrupts for Garrosh. And then with that passive playing, you should find dead time for you to send a DPS to the top lane and just split the map there and then take the macro from there.
Okay. I think that was our big mistake that game. We should have been helping out our solo because we were losing the 4-man so hard.
Yeah, and then I think Thrall only started to lose the duel late game. I'm pretty sure like 1 through 7, he 100% wins that lane all the time.
I think he was too. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He was. And then the trades start getting even because of Arcana skill and all that. But the next game you guys sent me was Battle of Eternity.
I think we win this one. But we shouldn't have. I believe. Was that this or Shrines? I can't remember. It was Shrines.
It was probably Shrines.
Yeah. That was when we turned that 4v5 and just obliterated the enemy team.
I think so. Yeah, such a long time.
Yeah.
many games ago.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
on,
okay. Yeah,
on
go
this, right? So I'm thinking I need to get souls before I can be effective.
Yeah.
Zul is stacking. Ming is just poke, so I think we should be poking and just stacking me and Zul'jin while Sonya does Sonya things top lane.
Yeah. So main things, yes, you guys are stacking against their team. They have Hanzo Raynor. Once again, I said Raynor just does no damage. Raynor cannot kill Diablo at 100 stacks if he tried. Hanzo does have the damage output to do damage to you. Raynor does not. So once you get 100 stacks, you're pretty much unkillable. Top lane, the matchup's pretty even. I actually do think it's even.
Really, guys into Sonya?
Yes. Once Gaz hits level 4, the trades are pretty much even. Yeah, you guys, in terms of race, I do think that they have much more race than you guys, just because they have Exterminator, they have the Hanzo, they're going to get the extra damage at 4 from his W's. Gazlo does pretty solid amount. But yeah, you guys have good race as well. You can contest them as long as you guys have the upper hand and you have vision of where they are. But the main thing is that they have stitches. Stitches is extremely good on this match. He has so much pick potential, especially at 13. So you guys need to be watching out in terms of vision, but also you need to stay behind your minions in lane. You'll see a lot of the time you guys are getting hooked because you're just not staying behind minions. And Stitches now provides a lot of team fight. He has a lot of slows, he has a lot of CC, he just doesn't have hard CC. Same with Rhaegar, I'm pretty sure you go Bloodlust here, which is good. I think it's the Ancestral could be considered here. I don't think you need to take Bloodlust just because of Zul'jin.
I take it because of Stitches. I think Bloodlust's really good in Stitches because if he hooks Gorgeous, I just pop Bloodlust and we run the Stitches down. I think it happens a couple times.
Yeah.
So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. Going Cleanse at 7, you're going to have to be ready to cleanse hooks, essentially. Because cleansing a hook can mean, like, preventing a 4v5 from happening. Because, yes, if Stitches get a hook, they can kill you.
Yeah. And I need to get way better at that.
You have Sonya.
Guys, sorry I'm super late.
Alright.
No worries. I recorded this session, or I'm recording this session, I should say.
Alright,
Sonya-
awesome, yeah.
Sonya takes leap at 10, which means you can pretty much catch out anybody on their team if they show and the enemy team's elsewhere. But for the most part, all you're looking for early game is getting the siege damage from Ming onto this front wall and just not dying. Because as long as you stay ahead, you will win. Like, you guys have a lot better team fight potential than they do. Especially if Zul'jin is stacking early on this game.
Forget what build I go. W.
Which game are we on here?
BOE.
Which one of these are the three though? Was it like the first one, the second one, third one?
The
Can't remember.
Second, I think.
Yeah,
It's the
Second, okay. Got it.
Yeah. So right now, Hanzo's going to be stacking, and that's it. That's all you're looking to try to prevent, so just stay away from walls as much as possible. Stay behind your minions, so that Stitches can't get a hook on you. Like, this will happen right here. Stitches gets a hook, you're not behind your minions. They get a really good engage. Yeah, you get rooted, and then they just chase you off and finish you off here. Like, all you have to do is just stay behind your minions and don't get hooked. Yeah. Yeah, good time here. One thing as Zul'jin, you do miss. He does get out of here like with 100 health. Right here, your trait should be on 100%. You're at full health. You're not at threat of dying. If you put your D on, it's gonna kill him. This would have been enough damage. As a general trait, if you know you're gonna live, you should have your trait on. It's just so much damage. That's why people run Zul'jin. Yeah, same like I said on Braxis. Since this matchup is relatively even, you guys can send one person up. Probably Zul'jin, because Zul'jin has the most reliable damage. If you send Zul'jin up, when there's a time that you guys can get a kill, Sonya should be communicating this with your team. Even if you just prevent him or like push him out of lane, essentially, you guys look for the kill on Gazlo. You take top camps. Force them to respond, and yeah. Yeah, you definitely should be looking to make a play in the off lane by just sending one assassin up. And the enemy team should also be thinking of this. And this is also when you don't have vision of the enemy team. Either they're going to be on this bruiser camp or they're going to be going top lane. And so when you don't see this, especially, it's probably going to be Raynor that's going to be roaming up. So when Raynor's not in lane, you should watch out top lane. Yeah, same thing here. You should have your trade on. You're not dying, it's just extra damage. Yeah, Raynor probably, yeah, Raynor snuck this. This is just, I don't know if you knew it or not, but I did expect this to happen. Just because Raynor hasn't been on the map for the last full minute. Yeah, starting this camp, perfectly fine. Looking for the kill up here, that's fine. That's good. Yeah, right now, it's really rough for you guys to enter here just because you don't have your tank and you don't know where they are. But once you know all this, you guys can start racing. But yeah, you, Diablo, need to start heading up to your team. Or at least if you're going to be engaging on this point, you should have everybody be doing it. Yeah, right now you're not stacked enough to take no damage. So you can't be going in 1v4 like this. But right here, you guys should be focusing him 100%.
Yeah, he should have died there.
Yeah, you get a good return pick on here. You switch over to the top side. Now you just back off. You guys aren't getting any kills. Yeah, now you can look at Hanzo.
Very nice.
Now you just go race. The main two people you're focusing the CC down is the Hanzo and the Raynor. Hanzo's dead right now. So yeah, you just need to prevent Gazel from doing any damage to the Immortal. Yeah, right here. You should be targeting the Raynor for all your damage, all your CC right here, Diablo.
Okay.
Raynor's the only damage they have on this Immortal. It's going to become a close call. You see both of them are low. But yeah, you should be charging the Raynor away. I still think they would have got it. Yeah.
I think I.
Hey, yeah, now you just get chased down.
Yep.
Yeah, right here, you do see Stitches go down here, and you need to be using this information. You need to be using every single bit of vision they give you, because you know Stitches is coming down here. So either he's going to be looking for a hook down here, but he actually is looking for a hook down here. Zul'jin gets hooked over and he dies. This is just knowing vision and taking every single amount of information they give you and using it to its advantage. Yeah, right here, you just want to clear the Immortal and just don't die. All you need to do is get out of there. I think you get the return kill on him. That's good. Going down for this bot camp is good. Stitches is down. You start it right now. Yep, but now you just push with this wave. You're just stay behind your minions. That's all you need to do. You can't be stepping out into stitches like that. Yeah, but right here, once you see that everything is cut off, the best play is probably just going top and capping this camp. Because that's all you can do. You guys don't have enough wave clear to pressure them out. Yeah, this is an aggressive. This is very aggressive here. You do not charge on him like that. You have no one to back you up, and you just die for free here. And you're just going to be fighting this objective 45 right now. So you just clear this camp out, what you do, and then you could probably just look for this camp, and you just have to give these first, the first half up. So you know that they're not burning, so they're probably on their bruiser camp right now. Right here, you should have your trade on. Yeah, now you're just waiting for Sonya. You need Sonya to regroup with the team so that you have any, like, your full team to engage. You guys have 10s, you have Leap APOC, you can look for an engage proactively on this now.
Do you think camp here was not the call?
I think the camp was too late.
Okay.
If you were gonna do camp, you should have done it earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now, Gazlo...
I was gonna say even with the gas showing bot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if this would have been done, it should have been done earlier. I think you were just you were hesitating to do this, just because you guys have no vision.
Yeah.
Like, once you see that everybody's here, either you come down, help fight this, and it's going to be a 5v5, or you just start the camp right now, after playing this wave.
Okay. Okay.
Because I think you go into this bush and check if Gazlo's doing it, and you kind of just stand there for a while. Yeah, you just look at it. Okay, now you started. Right now, they're probably on their bruiser camp right now. Because they're not racing, they're not engaging. They're just getting a free clear on this if you guys aren't doing anything about it. Yeah, they're on it. Yeah, this is good. This is fine. You just back up, heal up to full. They don't have grab a bomb for fight anymore. Which means you respond to this, you clear it, you group up as 5, and you fight. Yeah, now you just look for the Rainer. Good leap. You guys should be calling that out. Look for the Rainer. Good. He's dead. Now you look at everyone focuses Decker. Yep, good. Yeah, and now you just win the first half. And like, you guys should be calling out your targets up. I don't know if you're doing it in the comms. I can't hear comms. But you guys should be calling out who you're focusing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think on this one we were active on the calls.
I mean, typically, especially when I'm playing Sonya, I'm usually always calling on who I'm leaving.
Yeah, I believe Ursi called leap on the Rainer. He said leaping the Rainer, and then he said I'm leaping, and then that's why we were all. You could see we were all on the Rainer after he called it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think if you're going to gank Gazlo here, it needs to be earlier. and you need to be cutting down in this lane right here. Like you loop
Okay.
around too much, which gives you like less time, and he gets to just run back for free. So yeah, to get this Gazzle pick, it had to be sooner. You guys had to rotate it once you cleared halftime. But obviously, nothing bad happens. It's just that you're at half health now, which means you can't tank too much, and it's hard for Rhaegar to heal you up just because Rhaegar doesn't have the healing output most healers do.
Yeah, I think I had tap, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you got.
I think this is the one where Nagnus stops attacking the Immortal.
Yeah, you need to be attacking this.
Can't remember.
Same thing. You need to be having Berserker on as well. Like this is also your race right here. This is a lot of race. You need to be having, like, if you're hitting the Immortal, you should have Berserker on.
Okay, so notes for Nyanya. Use Berserker.
Yeah.
Zul'jin has a D button.
Yes.
I don't think he's comfortable with Zul'jin, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah.
I would say it's one of his, comfortable heroes. I don't think it's one of his A tier, but I think he's comfortable on it.
Oh,
I
okay,
do
okay.
think Berserker needs to be active more often. I don't know if he's even used it once this game. Yeah. Right now, you're just clearing. You should be playing on the top side as well, just so you don't get hooked.
Wait a minute, he went Berserker at 7 and he's not using Berserker. Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that build that he has is a really strong build.
Yeah, it is.
I do think going the teching into cleave at 7 and 16 is better.
The infinite stacking 7?
Yeah, I do think it adds a lot of damage, especially once you get full stacks.
Yeah, double rotate.
Yeah. I just don't. Yeah, I don't think the 40% attack speed bonus is the same because you only get the 40 attack speed bonus if you're at 1% health. Because essentially, if you go into here and you attack 1.4 times faster for every 1% of your maximum health missing. So it's just not flat out 40% attack speed. You have to be extremely low to get that 40% attack speed.
Gotcha. So the better output is the cleave then, right?
Yes.
Infinite stacking W. That's the one that I go when I go Zul'jin.
I've never.
But I didn't know that was how that worked. That's good to know.
Yeah, so it's not if you have this active, you just gain 40%.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, me too. I was like, that seems busted. But now that makes way more sense.
And then I do have my opinions about Ming builds. I think Orbat 7 is not good. I think the only thing you can take at 7 is Calamity. It does just take time getting used to the build. But I do think Mirror Ball at 16, especially on Battle of Eternity, is going to give you a lot more race. And just a lot more damage.
So what was that? So like ideally Calamity, that's a shift in playstyle.
Yes.
Specifically-
You change your playstyle entirely.
But honestly, I think that would suit Knight's playstyle very well. She plays aggressive as it is, so I think that's an easy switch for her.
So that build is Illusionist at 1, right? And then Calamity at 7?
It
Instead of
is-
Force Armor?
So the build that I go is Aether Walker 1, Triumvirate 4, Calamity 7, Illusionist 13, Mirror
Okay.
Ball at 16, and I always take Wave of Force and Wave of Force upgrade.
Okay.
Interesting.
With a force for
And-
the displacements.
Yes, it's used for displacement and burst damage to finish off kills so you can reset with Calamity again.
It also, if you get good with it, you can push people into your combo. That's how I've seen like really good players use it.
Yes. I think this is fine because we have 5 down here. Now you're looking for Raynor.
The Deckard was very good at holding the stay a while for Bloodlust to come out.
Yeah, you did trade it, so you're both going to be fighting 4v4, but you guys have no healer. Luckily, they're not spawning right now. The next objectives that you're looking to do, they're probably going to get this fort for free. But you should be looking at your Bruiser camp and the top siege camp. Those are the 2 next objectives you guys should be looking at. Yeah. Yeah. As long as you're anchoring and you know where they are, you can take this safely. Which means, now that they're all missing, they're probably going for you top lane, which means you might have to leap out here. Yeah.
I do leap out here, yep.
Yeah, you just get hooked.
And then I get hooked, yep.
Yeah, but the good thing, you got the Hanzo trade.
I think I survived, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't die.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I survived, yeah.
Courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Rhaegar.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Early Taz Dingo, they do get a stay a while list the combo.
I fucked that up though. I was running back in to Bloodlust right after the stay a while ended, and I ran into the stay a while.
Yeah, I do think this is a good engage to look at, just the rest of your team isn't ready for it. All you have is Zul'jin here. Which is just one thing you need to pay attention as engaging as tanks. When you're engaging a tank, even though you see a good engage, your team has to be nearby to follow up on it. If they aren't, then it's no longer a good engage.
Yeah, I think I have to work on that because I don't. I see an opportunity. I'm like, damn, that's a good opportunity. But yeah, to your point, without an assassin with me, it's not a good opportunity.
Yeah, like right now, you guys are 5v4, so you either look for the pick, push on it, or you just start burning the objective. This is definitely riskier. I think you guys do pull out though, which is good. But it's definitely
I get 2
risky.
here.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
no. If you chase them, you're not guaranteed anything. If you race this to half, you're guaranteed that you can play defensively for the second half. So I'm not saying this is a bad idea. It's just you're guaranteed nothing. But if you have a team, you as a team decide to do it, and everyone needs to follow up on it. Gonna go top. I would definitely say 5-man push this out. Oh, it's going bot. Whoopsie. Yeah, 5-man.
I have to talk to Nyanya and find out if French keyboards have a D button or not. Maybe they don't.
Yeah. Right now, you're just not looking to get hooked. Unfortunately, they do have the defense for this.
So I should have ignored the gas low top and went bottom with the team?
I do think that's a better play, just because even if this bruiser camp pushes in, there's no way by the end of the objective it's going to be anywhere near here.
You get this kill?
I think you,
I do pick him at some point. It may be here. It may be here.
I'm interested to see this because you're unstoppable when you leap, right?
Yeah.
So you
I
can
think I
leap
leap him and
into
kill
the
him here.
grapple.
I think I kill him. Yeah, I think I kill him here.
Yeah, I think that's fine as long as you get value on this fort. But
I think I leap him right by the well.
But ideally, you go down here as 5. You stay right here. You look for the leap on the back line, and you engage with APOC.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they just get a good arrow, good sleep. I think some of them pay for it. Yeah, you guys get a good clap back.
See, that time he'd stay a while too early, so I bloodlusted after the stay a while, and then we got kills off of it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I think I picked a Gazla right here. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, now you push this fort. You guys stay here and push this out. Yeah, good calls. Yeah, once you kill this fort, you go straight to top lane.
Okay.
You guys
Gotta prioritize the structure.
Yeah, this siege camp doesn't do anything for you. Like if you guys get this, it's gonna like disrupt their wave. It's gonna push your wave into them, which means that they get easier soak for EXP. But like this siege camp is not gonna do anything to kill this core. Getting any damage on this fort is extremely important. Because if you win the nest objective, it's going top 100%. If this is at 20%, the enemy team can't defend up here against it, so it's basically a free fort. If it's at 60%, they can still fight at it if they want. But if you kill this, it goes straight to the wall.
Right.
See where the stitch is.
Yeah,
Because now we can hook somebody into the fort.
Here.
Showing you things.
Yeah. Like this could have just been gone.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been a kill too. That Reno did not know where we were. I guess once the camp dinged.
Yeah, eventually you guys do eventually get it. Perfectly fine.
But we would have gotten some passive pressure. In other words, if we would have done it earlier.
Yeah.
Man, why did we not fight there? What the hell? They were way overextended.
I don't think we had vision until. Well, guys, yeah, we did have vision of guys.
Yeah. Right now, this perfect leap right here.
I could have leaped that. Yeah, I could have leaped
burn
that.
Everything. You burn everything here with.
Yeah, that's a triple kill.
Yeah, I should have leaped that for sure.
Does Leaf take rage?
Nope.
Or no?
No.
Plus,
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, this is just risky. Yeah. Hooks can just fly out. Thank you. Yeah. Right now, you guys cannot fight on this point just because you're taking this camp.
Man, if we lose this
Bad
game,
idea.
that's a huge feels bad, man, because we could have gotten a triple kill there and just won.
Yeah. It's just like you guys cannot fight anything because Sonya's taking this camp. Like you just can't be here. You guys have to play passive until Sonya regroups with the team. He barely gets out.
I hate to say it, but if that's a Calamity Ming, I think that Stitch just dies right there.
I agree.
Yeah, especially taking Mirror Ball at 7. It does so much more damage.
Mirror ball.
Yeah. It's the one that gives you...
At 16?
Yeah.
At 16? Yeah.
2 extra magic missiles, but it cooldown is plus 1 second, right? Isn't that the trade-off?
Nope. It costs more mana.
Costs more mana, that's what it is, okay.
Yeah, right here you just defend. You wait for Rhaegar. I don't think you guys can push in. They have a healer. You don't.
Pretty sure I'm calling that.
I guess they pull off. Yeah, they're.
I don't know why they didn't fight that. They were down a gas, we were down a healer. But, whatever.
Yeah,
Did
it's
we
going
lose
top.
this game?
Yeah, this doesn't need to happen. Just all go top.
Hmm.
Did we lose this game?
Because like right now, you're risking
can't
getting
remember.
picked right here. This is Stitches could be like right here. Throw a hook. If either of you guys are hooked, well, that's a pick. That might means that you don't guarantee the keep here. I don't think any value is just given here. You just go straight 5-man this objective. You have 20s up, which is a huge advantage. Should you be looking to play off of that. All you have to do is stay behind your minions. Don't let Stitches hook you over. You get a free keep here. If you win the team fight, you push for core. Yeah, you look for the engage on Gaslow. I don't think it's a bad idea here. The only thing is that he gets time to get off his
Bravo.
no, his 40 armor.
Oh, the 40 armor one.
Because I think you missed the stun, so it just becomes really unfortunate. Yeah, you flip a minion instead, he gets 40 armor and doesn't die here. And then they get a lot of AoE counter engage. Yeah, it's not terrible.
I think we lose Diablo though.
Yeah. he
Yeah,
does
tank for
souls,
tank.
Which it's a lot worse for you guys because he resets souls, which means he's very killable right now. So you just need to get his souls up real quick, and just hope for the next team fight.
So
We
it's
should be
not-
being super passive right now, right?
I don't think you need to be super passive.
Okay.
It's like you have Vision of Gazelle here, which means you can safely take this camp. As soon as you do this, rotate top side, take this camp. These are mostly for the sake of not letting them take the camp. They don't provide anything for you. It's just that they don't get the camp.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right here, you just need to be stacking souls. It's the only thing you can do right now. Yeah. And you guys just run. You guys don't stay here.
Yeah, I think this is when the game ends. They kill us all and end the game, right?
Yeah, right now, you're at half health. You need to be at full health for you to tank anything. So you just back here, essentially. You wait for heal. Yeah, right now, you guys are in a very aggressive position. You don't have anywhere to run back that prevents the enemy team from just chasing you at all. And you just need to be positioned to defend this fight right here. So Diablo, you need to be in front over here. You're just
You can kind of tank now, right? With ignore pain.
a bit. Not a main tank though. Yeah, now you just burn
Yeah,
this.
I can tank for like 6 seconds.
Oh, I remember this play. Yeah,
This
I was
should be-
out of position.
Berserk should be on right now. More damage.
I recall this.
Oh yeah, I remember this now. They get you.
Yeah. The main thing is that you don't need to be anchoring vision here. This is really far up for you to be anchoring for vision, especially with only 16 souls. He
Yeah.
has Enderizer at 4, which means if you get auto attack once, you're not moving anywhere. Yeah. This is just
Maybe I should have just insta-ripped Bloodlust?
Yeah, right now the team split. You can't do any CC as Diablo because you just die if you commit to anything.
Yeah, that was... I should have ripped Bloodlust. I don't know why I didn't. We probably still all die, but...
They probably just get immortal here in endgame.
Yeah. that is what happens.
I think we should have tried the back door, or you think no?
I don't think you can't backdoor. You just have to, like, at this moment, you're just hoping the enemy team fucks up.
Okay.
You don't die beforehand, and you just hope they fuck up backdoor.
Why don't you think we can backdoor? You think our base damage isn't enough, or you think that mortal just does too much damage too fast?
The Immortal does too much damage, and if you send both your DPS backdoor, they don't have enough damage to deal 100% plus more.
Okay.
I don't think you guys have enough damage. Yeah, and then they just get the pick. They got a good team fight. Yeah, for the most part, the macro wasn't bad this map. You guys were taking structures when you guys needed to. It's just the team fights were just a bit sloppy. Either you didn't enter as 5, someone was getting picked beforehand, or the engages weren't being followed up on, i.e. the team just wasn't near the engage.
Yeah, I think I was sloppy with that.
Yeah, for the most part, in terms of micro, you need to be using Berserker. You need to. Like, this is a core part of Tazding or Zul'jin's build. You're also Tazdingling very early and just not getting value out of it at all. I think you're like Tazdingling at like 100% health and 80% health, which in some situations preemptively burning it is a good idea, but you're like walking into a team fight and using it, which just, you're not getting any value from it at all. But overall, unlucky game. I don't think the macro on this map was too bad. The team comp was good. I just think some team fights just fell short.
What was the verdict on that Braxis game? Because I remember it very well now.
The Braxis game, you were already at a disadvantage going into it with draft.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have many ways to deal with the Garrosh at all. The Garrosh was freely walking into your backline and throwing you guys in. You guys weren't entering objectives when you were trying to cap the point as 4, and there was almost no attention to the top lane at all.
Yeah.
Those are probably like the main parts.
Got it.
Oh, and yeah, like help you out with dead time.
Yeah, basically what he said was, once you lose in the 4-man, you need to like think about switching it up. So we should have been sending the Raynor top to kill the Artanis with you.
Right. Because I remember that game. Like I was holding top lane, but after a while, like I just couldn't anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Artanis thinks.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this game was fucking epic. I fucking remember this one well.
Yeah, me too. Let's just watch the last 5 minutes.
Alright. So, beginning of the game. Very distinct team comps. One thing, their team is 100% a pick team. This is a pretty standard pick team. They're looking to hide in bushes. Varian's gonna taunt, Kerrigan's gonna follow up, Kel'Thas is just gonna follow up as well. They're just looking to pick you 24/7. This means if they're not in vision, treat every single bush like they're in it, except for maybe like these 4 bushes on your side. But they could be in this bush, they could be in this bush, they may be in this bush. This is probably the only bush you should be concerned about. Same with this bush, same with this bush, same with like these bushes. They are waiting to pick you before objective and then win a 4v5 on objective. So you need to be rotating safely, i.e. through here, even taking like this whole direction here, maybe even going out this way. But you need to be rotating very safely if you don't have vision of them. If you have it in them, you can rotate anywhere that's not remotely near them. As the ETC, you are going to get blown up so quick against this pick comp if you don't have your armor off beforehand. So you need to be very careful about power sliding in and holding your abilities to save yourself before you save your teammates, essentially. I do like the game plan that you guys had, except I think it should be flipped the complete opposite way. You guys opt to start top lane and have Zul double soak. That's perfectly good. But however, throughout the game, you need to adapt. And I'll tell you why in like just a second. One here, you're looking for a top cheese on the tower, perfectly fine. Hide through vision, go through the top side. The only thing is that ETC needs to be positioned a bit more downwards after the first couple of seconds when they rotate up, just so that you can start preventing them from engaging onto you, essentially just anchoring. Like right here, they should not be on your team at all. You should already be power sliding through and bumping them back. This prevents like any engage on them. Yeah, right here. Barely gets out. Yeah, you should be anchoring on the bot side of these towers, and Sylvanas should be canceling out this tower as well. By throwing a W on the, you can throw out a W on the mid wall, attack it once, and it'll spread to both. But yeah, the one thing, majority, is you should see that the shrine is bot lane, which means you should be flipping your entire idea. Zul should be soaking mid top, and you guys should be 4-man pushing this. The reason why is because the first Immortal does nothing. Usually gets a wall at best. If you 4-man push bot, force the Sonya to get out-soaked by Zul, because Zul, once he hits like his 4 and 7 talents, he's gonna out-soak Sonya so fast. If you get this wall before the Immortal starts, you get a free tower. And even more. So I think swapping the sides of the map is a better idea.
Interesting, okay. Now, what if first objective was mid?
Then you just choose either top or bot, it doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
I would probably choose bot lane, because you're gonna want to take control over the siege camps. But I do think that either top or bot is fine, as long as you commit to one. Yeah, you get a good kill. This is when you start pushing. You get the other turret for free. But another thing you should consider is that once you take this front wall, you probably should just rotate again and get this front wall. Because as a 4-man, it's still really hard to push in and get for early game. This camp, it's fine. On your guys' vision. This is basically what they're looking for the entire game. And as the offlaner, you need to be aware of vision as well. Every time they're missing from the map, they're either looking for your 4-man or they're looking for you. Mm-hmm. Those are the two things that they're looking for, which means you need to be rotating safely, and you cannot walk past half of the lane. Just to be safe, probably 40% of your lane is you should not be walking past this. Unless you're like on the other side of the map. Soaking this mid lane is probably the most dangerous thing against this team. Because they will find a pick on you.
Which they did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know how many times this happens throughout the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happened a couple more times. Yeah. Now you just want to get up on the objective as soon as possible. You see Kael'thas is top. I don't think you take this camp and you just start the shrine right away. Yeah. Right now you probably lost about 10 monkeys on this shrine. Yeah, they are all top once again. You guys need to be on this shrine a lot earlier. Right now you could have been around 30 monkeys. Yeah, right now they could pick you at any time. You don't know where they are. They're right over here now. Yeah, this could have already been taken. And the main thing about why having this wall gone is so important is that they don't have too many ways to tank it. Varian is the only one that can tank it. They have to burn Soothing Mist to make sure that he gets out of there alive. But if this wall is in the way, you can't power slide on top of the Immortal's jump or the Punisher's jump. And that's like the main reason why you want this wall gone, which switching the whole idea of 4-man pushing bot and getting this wall early instead of this wall is much more important.
Got you.
Yeah, now you just have to break through the wall before you can do anything to them. I think you guys do end up going positive in this fight, which is good, but this would just all happen faster. Yeah, you play off of jump, you get a good boop on Varian, he should die here. Almost. That'll be it. You guys do get the fort overall. Typically, you never get the fort versus Punisher.
We do have a Sylph though, which is like cheat code.
Valid.
Right now, you're looking to follow the objective. You're just looking to siege. Your guys are looking to continue the same game plan as before, having Zul passively double soak. And probably the best idea is to push and top for it. You see them bot? Yeah, I think you just go for the fort. I think you guys do. Yeah. I think you could have committed to this sooner. You don't have to wait for the minion wave to get onto the fort with black arrows. The one thing here is that you guys blew a lot of your ults onto the the mosh pit targets. Yes, it is damage, but Wailing Arrow and Horrify are used for their CC capabilities. I don't think you should have burned them while they were being stunned because you lose all the value that they provide. Like right here, you get a good mosh off. You stun 2, Wailing Arrow goes out, Horrify goes out. Horrify could have been used to heal for himself. It doesn't matter if they're silenced because they're being stunned right now. The one thing about your team is that you guys don't have good burst damage. You have a lot of damage over time abilities and sustained damage. So even if you do get good moshes off, they're not going to die instantly.
Gotcha. So
Yeah,
so
I
over
do
there,
think
just
that-
it's just a clash of hard CC, pretty much.
Yeah, you're stacking hard CC on each other and getting no value out of it. The only thing you're getting from it is that you're getting that 350 damage from Wailing Arrow and that 850 from Horrify. Horrify could have been used to save himself from Kerrigan and the Kael'thas. Wailing Arrow could have been used at the last second after they get out of Mosh Pit. So yeah, that was just stacking CC. Yeah, you guys don't win this fight. Looking for the kill here is fine. But right here, you back off. Yeah, right now you just clear this camp, and then you just head to objective. And then you need to have Zul come up as well. They're looking for a pick. You saw Kerrigan
Yeah.
walking up.
You rewind that a bit. Do you think Horrify should have been held for when the Brightwing TP came through, and then we switched targets onto the Brightwing?
Yes. I do agree with that. Obviously, it could be hindsight. Yeah, and he probably just...
Okay, it was like
there.
simultaneous. Okay, so there wasn't really
Simultaneous.
time to see it. That's why I wanted to see if there was time to like recognize, or if it was like the same time thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That would have been the
nothing wrong with
optimal
that.
thing, but I don't think you guys saw it when you guys used it. So yeah. You see Kerrigan coming up over here in the vision on the shrine. You know that they're looking for a gank. You guys have nowhere safe to run back here, so you guys need a backup right now. Right now.
Yeah.
The ETC needs to be up just so that you can push around Kerrigan. Yeah. Maybe you guys get out. I'm not sure. Yeah, you guys just have nowhere to run to.
Turned around and
Nice
whipped to
try.
stay a while. What the hell?
Yeah.
I waited
Things
way
that-
too late there.
Yeah, all of you guys are dead. Now, as usual, you're pushing this in 100%. You don't quit till you see anybody cross this mid lane, or probably 20 seconds. You give yourself 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think that was the case.
Yeah, I think you still continue pushing this. Yeah. Right now, your guys' plan is to not die. Just don't die. Don't overstep. Because, yeah. Yeah, right here. This should not happen. You need to be entering together, especially against a pit comp. If you show your face, Varian is in this bush, you can get blown up right away. Yeah, you guys should be entering as a team, essentially. You guys should not be split. Yeah. This is the whole reason why Deckard's up here. He's just dead. This should be a free kill. No. The good thing of ETC is that you're the one to tank this. There's only one way you can. You did take loudspeakers, so if you W about right here and then power slide away, it'll jump on you and then you'll dodge it essentially. You're
Oh,
committing
really?
a lot of cooldowns to it. Yeah, you get pulled if you don't power slide away fast enough. And that could have been a death. Yeah, right now you're just killing the immortal. That's all you're doing. Right now, you have no vision on the map. Rotating down here is risky. Yeah, good picks overall.
Ooh, really good fear.
Yeah, right here, yeah, you guys split your attention. I do think continuing on the variant right here instead of the sun is better.
Oh, okay.
But the good thing is that you guys all focused on one target. So that's good. Yeah, you guys still overall win the fight, which means you guys should be looking for some sort of value on the map. There's two options you can do. You could be pushing this wall, or you can push this fort.
I
Both
think
are
we
fine.
steal their camp.
I don't think you guys take this camp. You shove a fort. This fort is more valuable than this camp. And if you clear this camp, Kael'thas is probably going to be up at the end of it.
Gotcha.
I don't think you guys back here. You definitely take these towers. Maybe contest the fort. Pull out when they start engaging here. Yeah, you guys do that. It's good. Yeah, and now you just back out right away. I would say invading this camp is a bit rough.
We're trying to bait it.
Yeah.
I should have
think-
slid.
and-
I should have
Yeah.
slid.
The Brightwing here is probably the best option. You'll see why you guys don't have enough burst damage to kill Varian. You guys have a lot of sustained damage. And yeah, he just doesn't die, he protects. He gets Brightwing. He just doesn't die.
Alright, I'm gonna delete that from my memory.
Yeah. You're looking for picks on anybody but Varian.
I mean, this was insanity. I don't know why we did this. We know they're going to be running at this.
Yeah. The good thing is Kerrigan's not here. You go here, you pop everything, you turn everything onto Sonya. I think you ditched this camp.
Oh, I remember this because I was like, "Yo, turn around! Like, we got this."
Yeah.
Because I kept self healing. Yeah.
I think the best outcome here would be you kill Sonya, give up the Bruiser camp, and get out.
Okay.
Like, you overstay, and you give time for Kerrigan to come and clean up.
We'll say I fucked up a little bit here. We kill them faster if I pop blessings right now. And I didn't.
You
I
turn
waited.
on Sonya. Right here.
If I pop... Yeah, if I pop blessings right here, that Sonya pops. and I don't. I wait. Like 2 seconds too long.
Which ability you
don't
say?
have it. You
Oh,
it's fine.
yeah, okay.
Hold on.
Okay, maybe I pop it as soon as I get it then. Do I?
No, it's too
No.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I think we win fast enough that the Kerrigan doesn't make it. That's my bad.
That was a lot of damage. Holy shit.
Yeah. The thing is that this bruiser camp doesn't too much. It doesn't do too much if 4 of you are alive. Gul'dan and Sylph can clear it extremely fast. I don't think it's worth risking your lives over the bruiser camp.
Okay.
Yeah. And now the worst part is just that they get free reign on this shrine. Yeah, now you're just waiting for everyone to come alive, and then you just defend this fort.
Okay, so should have gone straight to that fort top and just knocked it down with Sylph?
I think clearing. I don't think this is safe enough.
Okay.
Even if they're showing 3 bot, if they're showing 5 bot, you can consider it. But yeah, it's just risky.
Oh.
Yeah, because like 2 people show up. Yeah.
Yep.
If they showed 4 or 5 people bot, it would have been a safer call. But yeah, it's just too risky. You don't have vision of everybody on the team. Yeah, so now you're just playing to protect this keep. You give up the fort. They get another pick. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you just can't be playing up.
No, he doesn't die.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you shouldn't be up here. You're just playing for keep. Yeah, you guys don't have anyone to tank it, really. They almost got you. Yeah. Yeah, you just give keep. And now you're just hoping that they fuck up. They can't end here, but they try. Blinks in. You slide on you slide on her right away. You switch to Brightwing. Good. Good turn. And now your game plan right away. Send everyone top, get this wall. Right away.
Okay. Now it would be whatever lane is pushed the most
Yeah, I think
at that point.
Yeah. Like right as you get this pick and you see that you might be able to get this pick, once you finish this pick, you go straight top because you know that this is spawning right here and you want to get this.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's just it makes it more likely to end the game. Yeah, right now all of you sprint right now. I think you guys do maybe.
I think we get camps.
Yeah, I think I definitely go to camp. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but the rest of us might maybe go top?
Yeah. So you guys did have the right idea, but you sent 5.
so for go camp, literally just try.
Yeah. Like if
We
you have
still get the
Poncho-
full wall.
Yeah. See, you
Oh,
guys
we get the
have
full
right
keep.
idea.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and now you're playing don't get picked, win this objective. Yeah. You don't play this far up. You don't just let this wave die. You get nothing from getting this at all. Except you're risking taking a fight you don't want to take.
I
Gotcha.
feel like that's a recurring theme for us that we got to work on for sure.
Yeah, it's like if you are in the hot seat right now, if you win this next objective, especially with Zul 20, is very strong. It's gonna be doing a lot of damage over time. And if you
What's
get
the
these,
Zool 20?
it's more
I
damage.
heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, more damage and I heal for it.
Oh, okay.
So he's a huge
Nice.
tank. So what you want to do is maintain control of this top lane. Camp in a bush, maybe like here safely. Just wait for the next objective. Because if one person dies before the next objective, that team loses the next objective. For you guys, it's a win condition. For them, it can be a win condition.
Because of bot.
Yeah. Yeah. Either they win the team fight, or they get the Immortal or the Punisher, and they just win off the top keep because it's a level 20, 22 Punisher, which can end games. Like right here, very risky. They're looking for the engage. This shouldn't be happening in the first place. You guys just don't want to die. You want to go into this next fight with everything possible.
Mostly because we're not a burst team, we're a sustained damage team.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be doing that. Roger that.
Yeah, they're sprinting over here. So you guys got to get out of here, or just kill the KT. And you guys are looking for the engage. Sylva's bot, so this is now 4v4. But Brightwing's gonna port in 4v5.
I tell y'all, live at 1. That feels so bad.
And it's like what I said.
Why was the Sylv not with us?
Clearing.
Nah, I remember this fight. Yeah,
Oh,
I
she's
remember
okay.
this fight.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing is that I don't think this camp was needed. Your win condition is this. Once again, the only good thing about getting this camp is that so that the enemy team doesn't get this camp. If they do get the camp, you just clear it. Because you're going to be playing in this top lane 100% of the time. Yeah, and right now, you're down 3v5. Being here is risking your lives. Yeah, you're gonna get taunt charged. Kerrigan's gonna jump on you, pull you in. That's just what happens. You can't play this 3v5. Okay, so now they get the free Punisher. Potential win condition. Not guaranteed. And so now you're just playing for them to fuck up at core. That's the game plan. Yeah, playing up here, once again, too aggressive. Yep, now you're defending at half health. You have to burn book. Now you're playing down and ult. It's like, if you don't commit and go up here, you're not committing anything. You're playing off of this keep. You're playing so that A, whoever gets jumped on doesn't die. That first needs to happen. And then 2, you hope they fuck up at core. Because if they play this perfectly, they win the game.
Where's Nova, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Nova's doing a lot of damage. Sonya dies, diving too much in. Yeah, but right now, yeah, you're zoning them off. And now they're not committing the core. So they fucked up a core. You guys are good. Now you're just playing for next objective. So now all the game plan is, don't die before next objective. That's the game plan. Play safe, turtle, don't die before next objective. Right now, they're all blind on the map. Last time they were solid bot. Don't do anything remotely in this area at all. Stay topside and far back from mid. Right here, your team's not there. It's very risky. You have to play very safe. I don't even think going up here is worth it. This camp's not worth it. You guys go for the play. Right now, you push out lanes. That's all you do. You wait for the next objective, you push out lanes, you get control of your lanes back essentially. I don't think you can push into this. This is not a good idea. This doesn't do anything for you.
Do I get picked out? Yeah, this is where I get picked out. Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So you get picked for free, and now it's an even fight on this shrine.
We reset and take a 4v5 here and win it. That's awesome. This at the end of this is actually wild.
It's a desperation play. At this point,
Yeah.
you should consider it.
I think that was comms. I think that was like
That is
we
what
only have
Tom's-
one option.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a 4v5.
literally like, yeah, we have to fight this.
It's a Hail Mary.
Yep.
And
I'm pretty sure that's what I called it.
Yeah, you did. Because I said, and call us Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Because right now, you're playing for the enemy team to fuck up. You are not in the position to win.
They do fuck up.
Yep. And now you...
You think we get objective, or you think we run top and win the game? Okay,
Yeah.
we run top and win the game. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure the call is just to run top and win the game, but
Yes.
we do.
Now, as long as you guys don't fuck up, you win the game.
Jersey made a really good call here of just peeling the kill fast and letting the DPS do DPS things.
Yep. Yes.
We actually ended up playing. They were a 5-stack. We ended up playing them 2 more times. We split 2-1. I think we won 2, and they lost 1. Or we won 2. They won 1.
Yeah. The majority of this game is stick to your macro plan. You
Yeah.
know that the enemy team is a pick comp. How you deny a pick comp is you deny them from picking you. And if you do that, they don't win the game. They're looking to fight objectives 5v4 because they picked you for the objective. If you don't do that, you're fighting an even game. The only thing you're lacking is burst. And that's about it. I think that's the only flaw in your comp really right now, is that there's no burst damage. That's about it. If you stick to that game plan, Zul, you rotate safely, you don't fully commit to lanes, like all the way deep into them, and you just are aware of the enemy team and where they are. You die less, you out soak the Sonya, and you just scale, get more levels before them, because they don't have a whole lot of soaking.
Got it.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's just knowing your win conditions, pushing out the lanes where the Punishers are spawning on this map, because the more structures, or at least if you get the wall, the Punisher is going to be a lot more useful, because you can follow up on the first jump, get the easy pick, and then guarantee the fort, or the keep, whichever one you're on, and just don't die before objectives. Just deny them the picks. Rotate safely, play safer than you actually need to be, just to be sure. And late game, camps mean nothing if they're not up during objectives. Especially after 20, the EXP means absolutely nothing. You just wait for them to push in and you clear it. Like,
Gotcha.
there was a lot of bruiser fights on your side that didn't need to happen in the first place.
Yeah, those are my calls. I tend to do that pretty often.
All right. Anyone else got remarks?
Good. I think we're coming away with some things that we can clean up, and it should lead to more wins. So I'm happy.
And like a lot of this comes from drafting. The first game, it was pretty draft diff. Comms help a lot. If I can hear comms, I can help them out. I would say comms are actually a huge part of team play. A lot of the times, it's because there isn't communication between the four-man when tanks are looking to engage and the team doesn't know it, or cooldowns, major cooldowns such as ults or just follow-up abilities, especially on Jaina, because Jaina cooldowns are 10 seconds and 15 seconds, so they're extremely long, and if she burns them on the wave, she can't follow up. So yeah, comms are really big. And I don't know what the comms are like, so I can't really help you with that, but I'm sure in the future I probably can. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you.
I'll stream a practice, because I have OBS and all that stuff set up into, so I can stream one and then we can have him review the stream.
Yeah, I think that would be ideal. Yeah, for sure. All right.
Cool, I'll do that next practice.
Awesome.